Hello, everyone. Welcome
Hey, you
to
guys.
Facebook. Welcome to Boys and Girls Club on the Go. We're so excited that you've joined us again today.
Yeah,
We
we're
have
very
some
glad to have you
exciting
guys
things.
back.
Yes, Mr. Sergio's back with us.
Hello.
So we're going to give a few minutes for y'all to sign up and join in. Come on in, and we have some fun planned. So we'll go ahead and go over our basics. Of course, if you are on Facebook Live with us, make sure that you ask your parent or guardian if you can be here and join in on the fun. We want to make sure that everyone is being as safe as possible, so please don't put your names or your age or anything in the comments because we want to make sure that we are practicing online safety.
And if you do want to comment, feel free to comment. Just let us know where you're commenting from. So what city or state or what school, but just make sure you don't mention your names or anything like that.
Let's see. Okay. Well, we are going to move on to one of our most important things, which is health safety. As always, we always want to be safe, but we want to make sure we remember these 5 things, especially right now, to make sure we're as safe as possible. So first, let's wash our hands. If you watched last week, you saw that Miss TK did a tutorial on proper hand washing. You can always go back and find that to our Wednesday post from last week. And when washing our hands, we want to do it for at least 20 seconds, which could also be done by singing Happy Birthday. So if you know the words or if you don't know the words, you can use another song that's your favorite that will be 20 seconds so that you can fully wash your hands. And if you don't have access to hand washing, you can also use hand sanitizer.
So the next thing that we want to make sure that we do is if we cough or sneeze, we want to make sure that we use our elbow to cover our face and we sneeze away. So think of it as a little dab. You move away, and after that, you want to make sure to wash your hands or sanitize them just to be safe.
And our next step is do not touch your face. Touching your face is the easiest way to spread germs through your nose, mouth, and eyes. So we absolutely do not want to do that. It's an easy habit, if you're scratching your nose or fixing your glasses, but try your best to do that with the tissue or to wash your hands before you have to do anything with your face.
Next, we all want to make sure that we're practicing social distancing, so we want to try to keep 6 feet away from each other. And if you notice, if you can go to some stores right now, they'll have tape on the floor to make sure that everyone's 6 feet away. So remember, we all just need to stay safe and work together to make sure that everyone stays safe.
Absolutely. And most importantly, if you feel sick or if you just feel a little bit icky or not like yourself, be sure to tell a parent or guardian so that they can take you to the doctor and get you the best proper help. So now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's get moving to Harambe, one of our favorite ways to start the day. If you've been joining us, you're probably a Harambe expert by now. So, Mr. Sergio, let's get started.
All right, awesome. So, as you guys know, Harambe means coming together, and it's a fun way to get our energy going. So we'll get started. It's Monday, and Harambe, BGC is in the house. Say what? It's Monday, and Harambe, BGC is in the house. Say what? Awesome. Okay. So, would you like to do another chant?
Sure. Let's
Awesome.
do one round of Boom Chicka Boom because that's my favorite one.
Awesome. Do you want to start it off?
Sure.
Great.
I said a boom chicka boom.
I said a boom chicka boom.
I said a boom boom chicka boom.
I said a boom boom chicka boom.
I said a boom chicka rocka chicka boom.
I said a boom chicka rocka chicka boom.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we're gonna do it.
Now we're gonna do it.
Nobody's
way.
way. So as always, Boom Chicka Boom is a great way to get up and get off your feet. You can do it with your family and friends, and it's a great way to get moving. So now we're going to move on to our activity. Give us a moment while we adjust the cameras for this activity. You will want to get a really, really close view of our hands today. Alrighty, let's get started.
All right, so today, to begin with, we're going to need a couple of materials. These are all things that everyone should be able to gather, and not all of them are necessary. So one of them is a ruler. You can use a ruler, but if not, as you've seen in our other videos, you can just take a piece of paper and cut it out and use it that way. We also have scissors and paper. You'll also want something with a thin end so that we can use it to open part of the paper that we're going to be using. So today's activity is another origami activity. So if you've been tuning in, you've been seeing how much fun we've been having making origami. And today we're going to be making paper bracelets.
Absolutely. So we've shown you in the past how to fold paper and tear it just in case you don't have scissors. You definitely can do that with this activity as well. So you would just fold it in sections. However, we have to have at least 18 to 22 strips, which is a lot of strips of paper. So it may be easier for you to do it with scissors. So ask an adult if you are unable to use scissors alone, and they can help you with this project. So first, as I mentioned, we will need 18 to 22 strips of paper. They need to be 15 by 18 centimeters. So if you have a ruler, you will see that this side has inches and this side has centimeters. So we'll do a sample first so that you can kind of see what it should look like. And if you need a ruler to mark your, a pen or pencil to mark your lines, that's okay also.
So my ruler actually just has inches, but we'll see what we can do about that.
I'm actually going to get a pen so that I can mark where I am.
So again, if you're just joining us, make sure you leave a comment down below and we can read them as we go.
So this is about the size that you're looking for. So again, that's 15 by 1.8 centimeters. Now, you can go through and create lines for all of these, but an easy way may be to fold your paper, and after you fold your paper, you can cut along those lines. And I will show you an example. Great job. That's what we are shooting for. So again, we need to have 18 to 22 of these strips. If you only have white paper, you can definitely use some crayons or other materials to spice it up and add your own artistic flair to your paper. And you can use any type of paper for this. I suggest using a paper that has a little bit of weight to it, so maybe construction paper or cardstock, but plain paper and printer paper may work as well. It may just be a little bit more difficult to work with.
And then another great idea is, I think that maybe after you cut out your first strip, you can use that strip to kind of use it as the base for the rest of yours. So you can just kind of put it on top of the rest of the paper that you use and cut it out by tracing it.
So as you can see for mine, I made a few folds. So where I marked it for 15 inches, I'm cutting that off the top. So this past week, our staff did wellness checks to all of our members to see how everyone was doing. If you did not receive a call, or if we were unable to get in touch with you, definitely let us know. We want to hear from all of our members to see how everyone is doing, to make sure everyone's okay, and to see what we can best do to keep you entertained and keep you coming to club while we are away from school. And we also just love to hear how you're spending your time. So we love to hear that you're reading your books and doing your schoolwork and going outside. Mr. Sergio, what have your members been up to?
So a lot of my members said that they were sleeping.
Which is good. Sleeping is very good for our health.
So they've been sleeping, they've been going outside, they have been helping around the house mainly. So they've been cleaning, they've been helping cook, doing all sorts of fun things to keep entertained.
One of my favorite things to do during this time is cook. I've been making a lot of really exciting things.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I guess we can make a little announcement about how we have that Easter activity coming up.
We can.
Awesome.
Very excited about that.
Yeah, so that's going to be on
Thursday.
So you guys should definitely tune in on Thursday for a really fun event that we're doing. We're basically going to be making ice cream and teaching you guys how to make ice cream out of simple materials. So you want to make sure to tune in on Thursday for that.
And we will create a Facebook event so that you will have time between now and Thursday to get the materials that you need. And your strips don't have to be perfect lines, but of course we want to make sure that they are as close to the measurements as possible. If you're just now joining us, we are making strips of paper that are 15 by 1.8 centimeters. So it looks something like this. Sergio, are you using two different types of colors?
Yeah, I am. I was actually just about to mention that. So if you guys want to be really creative, what you should do is use two different types of colors. That way it'll make a really cool pattern once we put it together. Again, if you just have blank paper, you can color that in and just color the different patterns that you want on there. So there's a lot of options for you guys to do. So we need about 18.
And once we finish the activity and you see what it's like, you can definitely make a lot of other different things like necklaces. You can make friendship bracelets to share with your friends when you see them again. You can make some for your parents. I believe Mother's Day is coming up next month. So that may be something fun to make. So I've been having a really fun time using our new Goose Chase app.
Oh, really?
It's
I haven't gotten to check it out
cool.
yet. Can you talk a little bit more about it?
Absolutely. So recently we have partnered with Goose Chase to develop an app. We're using their platform to do a scavenger hunt.
Oh,
so
cool.
It's very, very neat. There's a lot of really cool tasks that you can do. Some include taking pictures with your family while you are at home. There's a lot of activities to go outside and talk about what we do at club. So I've really been enjoying it. Whenever I go on my daily walk, I usually try to knock out a few of the challenges. And the winner of the challenge gets a very cool BGC bag.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna have to look more into that.
And if you don't know about our Goose Chase app, you can find more information on our Facebook page, or I'll give you a few details at the end of this as well.
So it's an actual app that you have to download on your phone or tablet. Okay, cool.
It's available for all phones, so Apple and Android.
Cool.
And the really cool thing about it is that once you're finished, that's not the end. There are different challenges every 2 weeks. So if you don't win the first time, or if you can't find all of the answers, there will be another opportunity to give it a shot and to challenge yourself and see what you can find.
So as you guys can see, there are different ways that you can trace the strips that you're gonna cut out. I'm using the strip that I have and just folding it there and just cutting through that. But Ms. Jaleesa's actually tracing it with a pen and cutting it out, and that seems to be working out great as well. So again, it doesn't have to be exactly how we do it.
I think I'm going to add a new color, maybe this green. It seems like a great Easter color.
And if you guys have any suggestions for any activities that you'd like for us to do, make sure to let us know and we can definitely take a look at that.
Absolutely. I can tell you all that this week we have a lot of exciting things planned for you all. And hopefully you all tuned in with us last week for BGC Week. We had a great time. We had a visitor from the office, Miss Teresa Corbin, and she talked a little bit about filling our buckets. And I have done a wonderful job of paying attention to my bucket over the weekend and giving compliments, being nice to others, and being as helpful as possible whenever I can. If you want to see more about how you can keep up with your bucket and fill it and make sure that you are doing your part, definitely watch our video from last Thursday. I have a few more left.
So are you gonna do 18 or 22?
I believe I'm going to do 22.
Okay, I'll do 18 and that way we'll have 2 different options.
Okay. And it also depends. So if you have a smaller wrist, you may not need as many of the blank sheets. However, it won't hurt to have a few extras just in case. So we are just about finished. Hopefully you're wrapping up as well. And if not, if you need a bit more time, this video will be saved on our Facebook page. So you can definitely always come back and catch up where you left off.
And we just want to remind you guys that we do have Facebook Live from Monday through Thursday, and we do different activities each day. So make sure to tune in every day except Friday at 3.
And sometimes we have special guests, and you never know what we're doing. I think I'm very, very excited about this Wednesday. For Wellness Wednesday, we have an exciting thing planned. We will be doing aerobics.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I will.
Awesome.
Yes, I'm very excited. I've got my 80s gear, my headband, and we are ready to go. Miss TK will be a part of it as well. So I'm looking forward to that.
It sounds awesome. Can't wait.
And this is also a great way for our parents to get engaged and get involved as well. The whole family can definitely be involved with the aerobics. Alrighty, let's see how many strips I have. Well, I have exactly 18. I think I'll go with that.
Okay. I have 18 as well.
Alrighty, so now we will move our little scrap papers to the side. As always, you can think of ways to recycle your scrap paper, but if you can't think of anything, any crafts that you can do with them, then definitely try your best to use a recycle bin. So now that we have all of our strips cut, this is what they look like. And for those of you that are just now joining us, we cut cardstock paper into strips that are 15 centimeters long and 1.8 centimeters wide. So the first step is to fold the paper in half. I'll bring the camera a little bit closer so that you all can see what we're doing with our hands.
So you'll take your strip and you're going to fold it right at the middle.
So after we folded it in half, we will open it back up and we will fold the outside pieces inward. So fold it to meet the center fold that you just created. And it should look something like that. This is what we have. So these two have been folded inside. And we want it to look like this. So now we are going to do that with the rest of our strips of paper. It doesn't have to be perfect, but we want to try our best to make sure that they are even as possible at the top. So as you can see from a lot of the projects that we've done, there's so much that you can do with paper and other materials around your house. If you can think of any other cool things that you can do, definitely share it and let everyone know because they may be interested in trying it out.
I think something really fun that we could do is make gliders. Have you seen those where you use a straw and then you use a index card to basically make a plane, and you
Really?
It's pretty cool, yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that's something that we can definitely look
That is
into.
definitely a cool activity, especially now that the sun's out and it's warm outside. As long as you're social distancing, like we said earlier, playing outside is definitely something that's safe and fun that you can do.
And again, if you guys are participating along with us and making these projects, make sure to have your parents' permission and get a picture of those in. Tag us with the hashtag.
Go Beat Our Clubs.
So that's GEAUX, BR Clubs, BRCLUBS. Make sure you hashtag that, and we'll feature you guys on our page.
Absolutely. And for those that use the hashtag during BGC week last week, we are doing a raffle, and we will give away a BGC bag.
So I think that this activity would fall under Art with a Purpose.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. It's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun folding these papers, and I can't wait to see how it turns out in the end.
Absolutely. And if you saw our first origami activity, you noticed that we mentioned a lot about the origination of it, the origin of it, and a lot of the history, and also the different things that you can learn through paperworking, specifically math. So we used a lot of measurements in this, and we're dealing with shapes and geometry. All right, I have a few more to go.
So I just thought of something. You can put a few of the strips together and then fold them at once, and that seems to work pretty well. And then you just have to separate them.
Oh, wow, what a great idea. I thought about that, but I didn't know if it would work. So that's a great thing.
But it does seem like you do need to rearrange it a little bit. So it's a little trick that you guys can do.
Definitely a great idea. You never know until you give it a shot and try. Alrighty, a few more to go, and then we'll get started on the fun part, which is actually making the bracelet. And as I mentioned, depending on how many sheets of paper you have, it can be a ring probably, it can be a necklace, you can even go so far as to make a belt. Okay, I have one more to go. So for our next step, you may need something that has a bit of a point into it. It may help you open up the holes in the paper a bit more. So now that we have our little paper folds, our next step is going to be putting it together. So if you see here, we have two ends of a paintbrush, and we are going to just use those to open it up a little bit so that it'll be easier to insert the paper. So And if you're using two separate colors or if you color your paper differently, that's okay also. Insert two of the folds into the two holes. So for example, these two holes here, and then I have two flaps. I'm going to insert this way. Okay. So for our next step, we are going to take a green color and again, you can use your brush to open up the holes a little bit. Or an alternate color, it doesn't have to be green. And we are going to insert it the opposite way. So it will go in to so you should have something that looks like this. If you need us to slow down or if you need some assistance, let us know and we will go over those steps again. Okay. So we will continue this. So through the paper that we just looped through, let's use our brush, open up our holes a little bit. And we will insert the paper through. And if your cuts are a little off and you need to trim your paper a little bit, that's okay. So it should look something like this. How's it going, Mr. Sergio?
Pretty good so far.
Good.
I think I did it the wrong way.
So the good thing about this is that if you make a mistake, all you have to do is just pull the paper back out. Yep.
Okay, awesome. So it's kind of making a zigzag pattern.
So it seems that I have a piece that is a bit too big to fit into my next slot. So what I'm going to do is take my scissors and trim just a wee tiny bit off the side here. And now it fits. Okay, if you need us to slow down, I think I'll do the next one a bit closer so you all can see my hands and see exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so this is what I have. I am taking the end of my brush, or you can use a pen or anything like that, and I'm inserting it just to open the holes up a little bit. That way it'll be easier to insert my paper. Now I'm taking one of my folded sheets and I'm inserting it through these holes. Like so. Then pull it through. And now I'm just going to take it. I've inserted this sheet through this hole, turn it this way, and now I have a new set to open and slide another sheet through. So, open up my holes a little bit. Insert. Push it through. And pull. Uh-oh, it looks like I went the wrong way because it doesn't make the zigzag. It goes back the opposite way. So in a situation like this, you slide the paper back out, turn your bracelet the opposite way, and insert the paper. And I have my zigzag shape again. Wow, Mr. Sergio, that looks really good.
Thank you. So it's really awesome if you use 2 different colors. That way you can have an awesome pattern, kind of like this. But again, you should work with what you have.
So I am going to catch up with you, and I will also, I can show you the last steps.
Okay, yeah, awesome. I'll definitely wait for you so that we can do that last step together. But once you start it going, this is what it should look like. And again, the size really depends on you and your wrist. So I think this is actually going to be a little bit too big for my wrist, but I think it'll still be pretty awesome. So it'll look something like this in the end, but we'll wait a second until we get to that.
Hopefully your bracelets are coming right along. I know that it may be kind of difficult sometimes. However, try again. I can't wait to see what everyone's project looks like and how different and unique the bracelets are.
Yeah, definitely. Some of my strips were a little bit too wide to fit in here, so it's okay if you mess up. You can always go back and just take it out and cut it so that it fits in there.
You can also use this time to decorate your bracelet if you like. So if you have any crayons lying around, you can write your name on it or write different things along the bracelet. This is where I am. I have a few more to go.
Looks great.
Thank you.
And if you guys are just tuning in right now, please make sure you comment down below. Let us know what site or what city and state you're watching from so that we can give you guys a shout out.
So I think I have maybe 1 or 2 more to go.
And if you are getting towards the end and you see that you maybe have too many, that's fine. You can always take some out so that it'll fit on your wrist. As you can see, I wrote my name on here, so you can decorate it any way that you like.
All right, let's see. Well, I want to be able to. So you have an option. You can make it to exact fit your wrist. However, if you don't want to undo and redo your bracelet, or if you want to take it off because you'll have to take it off for showering, or if you get wet, You can make it a little big, that way it's easier for it to slide on and off. Alrighty, I think I've completed it. So this is what mine looks like. As you can see, I kind of ran out of the green, but that's okay. So now for our last step. You should have one paper left over. And if you don't, it's okay. Just take the last one out that you recently did. So with this strip, we are going to unfold it and bend it backwards. So you should have something that looks like this. Kind of looks like a bird. Okay. So for our next step, you don't want to flatten out these folds on the side, but we'll straighten it a little bit just to insert it through our last strip. We'll insert it straight. We have to cut a little bit off of mine.
Is this correct?
That is very correct.
So as you can see, you were able to slide it in through here, and it can still fold at the end.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so for our next step, we will bring our bracelet to a full circle, and we will insert these two strips through these holes as well. Which those holes may look a little bit different because they're upside down. And if you need assistance or need help from an adult, that's okay. So this is what I'm doing. I'm inserting it . So it should look something like this.
I think I need a little bit of help.
Okay. So what we'll do is take this around and just insert it through those two slots. Yeah. And it's already looking like a bracelet. So just do a light pull.
Where?
Oh, that's it.
There.
Yeah. So now you should have two flaps that are up. And all we are going to do is just tuck those down into the lower slots. I'll get closer so you all can see. So these two are currently straight, and all I'm going to do is fold it downward and just tuck it right in there. And we'll do the same thing on the opposite side. So these will just tuck into those. That looks really good, Mr. Sergio.
Thank you.
So now we've got our paper bracelets. Let's see. How cool is that? And you can do all types of colors. I think I'm going to make a necklace to match my bracelet.
That's awesome.
You can get really creative. I might even write my name on it. I think I have enough of the green squares to write my name. So, how'd you enjoy that project, Mr. Sergio?
I thought it was really fun, and it was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Definitely.
Absolutely. It's a bit time consuming in the beginning because we're very meticulously cutting the strips of paper and doing a lot of measuring, but I think the reward in the end was definitely worth it.
Yeah, I definitely agree. And it's pretty awesome, and it wasn't that hard to make.
Absolutely. You can also use this as a recycling activity. So if you have any brown paper bags that you have lying around, any magazines lying around, newspapers, anything of that sort, you can definitely recycle and make yourself a bracelet. So that's all that we have for y'all today. I hope that you really enjoyed this origami bracelet activity, and I hope that you can use it to make bracelets for your friends or your family members, and even for yourself. Again, if you have several strips, you can use it to make a matching necklace. You can also maybe make a belt if you're feeling ambitious. There are so many different things that you can do with this project. As always, remember to be safe out there. A reminder, we do have our Goose Chase app so that you can do your scavenger hunt with BGC, and it's 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks we have a different winner, and that winner can win a BGC bag. Also, please remember to use our hashtag GoBRClubs, GEAUXBR Clubs, to show us all the really cool activities that you're doing.
Yeah, so if you, for example, made this or you've made any other activities that we've been showing you guys, make sure to post them and use that hashtag so that we can share it on our Facebook page.
Absolutely. Also, be sure to join us for the rest of the week. Tomorrow we have Tuesdays with Mr. Pat, and he has a really cool project planned for you all. As I said earlier, Wednesdays, Wellness Wednesdays with Miss TK, we will be doing aerobics. Very excited about that. And on Thursday, we are going to make ice cream, and we will post in the comments and make an event so that y'all can see the materials that you'll need to make ice cream at home. You don't need an ice cream maker or anything. It's very simple, and anyone can do it. All right, I think that's all that we have today.
All right, it was pretty fun. Thank you guys for joining us.
Bye.